Good morning. Hey, good morning. So we're going to begin this morning in child's pose. As you jump on, come onto your mat and get yourself set up in your child's pose. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, it's so nice to see you guys. Go ahead, come on into your child's pose. So we're starting in child's pose and just beginning to breathe. Beginning to really bring your attention to your breath. And sometimes that takes, it takes a lot of effort to carve the space in your day and get on your mat. And then it takes equal amount of effort to keep bringing your attention to your breath and to what you're doing right now. And that's what we try to maintain throughout the whole practice, an equal, intentional attention to what we are doing right here, right now. Go ahead and take a really big breath in. Open your mouth and empty out. Releasing your jaw. Set your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips and come on into your tabletop. Draw your low belly in and up here. Extend your right arm lifted straight out in front of you. Extend your left leg lifted straight back behind you. And if you have your left hand flat on your mat, spread your fingers really wide. You can also make a fist with the hand if that works better. Draw your low belly in and up. Little lift out of the left shoulder. And notice if you can bring your attention to the tips of your right fingers, right? So you really feel where your right hand ends. And then your left foot, whether it's your left heel or the ball of the foot or the toes, bring your attention to the end of your left foot. Feel the length. Take a big breath in. Come on back to your tabletop and then switch sides. Take your right leg lifted back behind you and your left arm lifted out in front of you. Set your gaze down or forward. You can feel what works better for you. Low belly draws in and up. As you connect to your right hand, again, a little lift out of this shoulder, an intentional lift. So often, just by bringing attention to different parts of our body, we create connection, and then there's more space, there's more strength, there's more flexibility. Take a big breath in. Come on back to your tabletop and make your way into your downward facing dog. If you want to come back down for child's pose, in place of your downward dog, or really at any point during your practice, you can. Let your head hang down. Let your heels soften down. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Take a big inhale here. And a big exhale. Take one more deep breath in. As you exhale lightly, step or jump your feet to your hands. Front of your mat, halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Connect down into your feet as you inhale. Rise to stand. Come on up. Reach your hands up. Lift up, look up, go back. Take another big inhale. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Pause for a moment. Set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. And notice especially if things are pulling on your attention, trying to pull you out of what you are doing, what we are doing right here, right now. Right, here's the effort. Come back, feel your 2 feet on your mat, your hands as they meet at your heart center. Take a big breath in, and a long breath out. Inhale, sweep your hands high, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back to your high push-up. Knees lifted or lowered here. Big inhale, forward, halfway down, low push-up. You can drop your knees or come all the way down. Inhaling, upward facing dog, maybe a cobra or a low cobra variation. Exhaling, back to your downward dog or your child's pose. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Take a big inhale. And a full exhale. Take another deep breath in here, fill up. Exhale lightly, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, lift up, reach up, lengthen up, right to the tips of your fingers. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Set your gaze to one point, traditional drishti, or close your eyes. And as you breathe, intentional breath, maybe it's your ujjayi breath in and out through your nose, maybe you're breathing through your mouth, but either way, intentional breath, paying attention to this breath. Take another big inhale here. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, low push up, step or jump back. Upward dog, big breath in, lead with your heart. Downward dog, breath out. Take a big breath in. Then a full breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Another big breath in, fill up. Exhale, step or jump forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand all the way up. From the ground, lift up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, low push up. Step or jump back. Upward dog, take a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Here, bring your feet together a little bit forward. Take your right leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. You can add in some movement here. If you want to flip your dog, you can flip your dog. You can also find this with your left knee down on your mat. Inhale, take your right leg back up. Right foot to your right thumb, runner's lunge. Hands on your mat or props. As you inhale, start to lift your hips and lengthen through the back of your right leg. As you exhale, bend your right knee, come back to your runner's lunge. A little lift in your chest and your heart here. Inhale, lifting your hips, gently lengthening through the back of the right leg. Exhale, bending back into your right knee. You can kind of lighten up on your fingertips here. One more time. Inhale, lifting your hips, lengthening through your right leg. Now as you exhale, fold forward over your right leg. So you might have a really big bend in the right knee. You might have the right leg almost straight. And as you fold to your own degree. If you notice resistance, absolutely notice the resistance, acknowledge it, don't try to push against it. But at the same time, bring your attention to the places in your body where there's space. Bring your attention to this practice of creating space. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, bend back into your front knee. Spin your back foot flat and rise up to your warrior one. Once you come up, you might add in a little space right to left or front to back. Hands high or at your heart or at your hips here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Upward dog. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, feet together a little bit forward. Left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee. Down dog hip opener. You can let the foot pull you over so you flip your dog. You can work with your right knee on your mat. So many variations. So much opportunity to create something that works for you. Inhale, left leg goes back up. Left foot to your left thumb, runner's lunge. Hands on your mat or props. Press into your left foot, ground into your left foot. Now as you inhale, start to lift your hips, lengthening through your left leg. And as you exhale, bend into your left knee. You can let your shoulders roll back so your chest lifts a little bit here. Inhale, lifting your hips, lengthening through the back of the left leg. Exhale, bending your left knee, softening your toes. Inhale, lift your hips. Hips stay lifted, left leg stays long. As you exhale, fold forward over your left leg to your own degree. Feel your breath. And take your time. Take your time. Again, notice the resistance. You can work with it. But at the same time, feel this practice, this process of opening your body, opening your heart and your mind, one breath at a time. Give yourself some space for this. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, bend back into your front knee. Spin your right foot flat. Warrior one, rise up. Left foot can go a little to your left. As you come up, you might even out your hips a little bit here. If you take your hands high, let your shoulders be soft. If you bring your hands to your heart or to your hips, let your shoulders be soft. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Upward dog. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Once more. Deep breath in here. Fill up. Exhale. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana. Set your feet. Bend your knees. Sit down. Reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps, warrior one. Virabhadrasana, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands come back to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior one. Root down, rise up. Exhale, hands come back down to your mat. Chaturanga, low push up. Upward dog. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, right foot again, warrior one, rise up. Now add in your warrior two. And take your front foot a little more forward. Here again, feel right to the tips of your fingers. So you don't have to push or force to create space, but you can be in your body. Feel that you can take up some space. And as you're in your body, as you feel this breath, then there is space in your heart and space in your mind. You can feel this as well. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Find a place for your left hand that works for you. Keep the big bend in your front knee. Reach up, go back, lift up, big inhale, exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Upward dog, inhale, downward dog, exhale. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one, rise up, open out to your warrior two. Bring your attention to your feet, your 2 feet on your mat, on the ground, on the earth. It's when you get stuck in your head, when your attention gets pulled in a whole bunch of different directions. Feel that you have the choice, and you have the choice, the opportunity to feel your feet, especially right here, right now, and feel your breath and feel this practice. Take a big inhale and a long exhale. And take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior, reach up and go back. Long and strong through your back leg, right? That length in your back leg comes from the connection of your back foot on the ground and you feeling your feet on the ground and your breath and your intention. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale. Hands come down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Upward dog. Big breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Take a big inhale. And a long exhale. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Sit down. Come on up. Bring your hands to your heart. Sit your hips low. Keep your heart lifted. Big inhale. Twist to your right. Left elbow towards the outside of your right thigh. Crown of the head forward. Tailbone back. Have your feet, set your feet intentionally. Let your toes be soft, but they can still stay on the ground. And then just a little more weight back in your heels. Now your heart high, hands can stay together or open up. If you want to add in a side crow here, you can. If you want to add in a child's pose here, you can. Really long spine. Big breath. Keep your attention on your breath, especially as sensation starts to build. Big inhale. Big exhale. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Sit a little lower. Take a big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Crescent lunge, come on up. Rise up. Find your cactus arms, your goalpost arms, goddess arms. Dip into your front knee, long through your back leg, and lift your heart. Now if you want to take your hands behind your head, for support for your head and your neck, you can work with that variation. A little bit of a back bend here, maybe a lot of a back bend. As you inhale, reach straight up. Open out to your warrior two. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. In your reverse, straighten your right leg. Reach up, go back, your reverse triangle. From here, come on into your triangle. Right arm reaches as far forward as it'll go. And then lightly land your right hand and let your left hand come up to the sky. Your gaze can go up. Your gaze can be at the side or down at the ground. You can be off somewhere in your head, worrying about something that you can't control, or you can be right here, right now. Wholehearted, fully present, even enjoying yourself. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, let your left hand come down towards your mat. Soften your right knee, spin up onto the ball of your left foot, and then step your left foot in halfway or a third of the way. Take your right foot a little to your right, setting up for your forward fold. Hands on your mat or your right ankle, a halfway lift, and then lengthen and fold over your right leg. So maybe there's a little more room this time. Your feet are a little closer together. You can add some space in right to left here. Maybe you can drop your head. Take a breath in and a breath out. Setting up for twisting triangle. Left hand under your left shoulder on a prop works really well, or your left hand on your right ankle. Right hand to your low back. Find your halfway lift. Find your flat back. Draw your right hip back, your left hip forward, even press through your feet, your torso parallel to the ground, belly in and up. Now take your right arm out to the right, just parallel to the ground. Find a really long spine. And from here, begin to twist to your right. A little lift under that left hand goes a long way. So if you have your left hand on your mat, just come to tented fingers, or maybe put your water bottle or a block onto the left hand. Find the length in your spine. Lengthen your breath, and it's okay if you're a little bit wobbly. And I'm a little bit wobbly. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, right hand comes down. Left foot steps up front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Nice work, you guys. Inhale, rise to stand, lift and reach. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Come on forward to your high push-up, high plank. Right hand under your right shoulder, heels to your right, side plank, Vastisthasana. Take your left arm up to the sky, take your left foot, your top foot, bring it flat in front of your right thigh. So it can be on your mat, or you can even walk the left foot off your mat so your left knee tracks over your left ankle. Now really lift your hips up, lift up out of your right shoulder, and then extend your left arm forward. Keep your left shoulder rolling back. Use this connection through your left foot to help you lift up, belly and up. Take one more big inhale. Left hand comes down, left foot steps back. High push up to low push up. Upward dog. A big breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Set yourself up and set your feet, and feel your feet and connect to your breath. And if you can't do that right here, right now, then simply come out of the pose. Come into child's pose or come to Tadasana and just take a breath and get your bearings. Bring your hands to your heart. Sit down, sit back, heart stays lifted, big inhale, twist to your left. Right elbow towards the outside of your left thigh. You can press your palms together. You can make a fist with one or both hands, even just your fingertips connecting, but connection, intentional connection, connecting into your body, into this moment, into this practice, even connecting with each other. Even though we're not in the same space, I really believe that when we practice together, there's connection that we're creating, and it's so important. Hands can stay together, or you can open up, and you can come into your side crow if you like. Now, really patient with this. As sensation builds, as you maybe notice resistance, keep bringing your attention back to your breath. Keep feeling your feet on your mat, your toes are soft and light. Feel right to the tips of your lifted fingers. Take a big inhale, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale. Downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, crescent lunge. Rise up. Pause here. And then again, bend your elbows, goddess arms, cactus arms. Dip into your front knee, back leg is long and strong. You can also have your back knee on your mat. And then lift up. Soften your shoulders. If you want to support your head with your hands, you can. Support yourself in any way that you need right now. Inhale, come back to center. Open out to your warrior two. Take your left hand high. Reverse your warrior, and in your reverse, start to straighten your left leg. Reach up, go back, and make your way into your triangle, Trikonasana. Take a big breath in, and a long breath out. And just notice if when you hear the word straighten, right, straighten your left leg. If you then push to straighten the leg, just create some length, right? Straight, it's different for each of us, right? These poses, they're different for each of us, and it's different every time we get on our mat. And take a big breath in, and a long breath out. Once more, big inhale. As you exhale, let your right hand come down towards your mat, spin up onto the ball of your back foot, soften your front knee, and then step your right foot in halfway or a third of the way. You can walk your left foot a little to your left, hands on your mat or your left ankle, a halfway lift, and then lengthen and fold over your left leg. One side might be really different than the other. You might have to adjust your feet a little bit. Work with it. You work with your breath in this practice to meet resistance and challenge with ease, with grace, with an open heart and an open mind. From here, setting up for your twisting triangle, come halfway up. Right hand can be under your right shoulder on a prop is really nice, or your right hand at your left ankle. There's a little more balance involved when you bring your hand to your ankle. Your left hand to your low back. Now here, bring your torso to parallel with the ground. Draw your left hip back, your right hip forward, even press through your feet. Pause, take your left arm out to the left, so it's parallel with the ground again. And a really long spine here, belly and up. Now start to twist to your left. Twisting triangle, Parvrita Trikonasana. Grounding down through your feet, connecting down through your feet. There's a quality of lifting up through your legs. Really beautiful opportunity to rinse out here. Take your time. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, left hand comes down, right foot steps up. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, lift up, reach up, look up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward to your high push-up. Left hand on your left shoulder, heels to your left, side plank, Vashisthasana. Take your time setting this up. Right hand goes high. Take your right foot, your top foot, in front of your left thigh. You can walk it a little bit forward, a little off your mat, so your knee tracks over your ankle. Now connect into your right foot. Press down, lift your hips up, take your top arm forward, lengthen to the sides of your body. Really feel for lifting out of your left shoulder. Take a big inhale. Right hand comes down, right foot steps back. High push up to low push up. Upward dog. Big breath in, downward dog, breath out. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Take one more deep breath in. Now as you exhale, step or jump your feet to the outsides of your hands and come on down into your squat, Malasana. You can be higher, you can sit on a prop, maybe you're up on the balls of your feet. Opening your hips, opening your chest, spine is long, crown of the head up towards the sky. Your heart lifts here. You can add in a little bit of side to side movement if you like. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Now you can stay here or you can set up for your crow pose, Bakasana. Hands on your mat, about shoulder width. From your squat, bring your hips up, walk your feet in closer together. Hands about shoulder width, fingers spread wide, bend your elbows, point them straight back. Knees above elbows. And then just start to shift forward. So you don't have to lift your feet if you don't want to, but you can shift the weight of your body more into your hands, and then maybe you lift one foot, or maybe you lift both feet, right? Lifting your chest, squeeze in, heart lifts. Take a big inhale, come on back to your squat. Nice and easy back to Malasana. Take a deep breath in here. Now sit down, Navasana, boat pose. Bent knees or straight legs. Chest lifts, heart lifts, low belly in and up. Hands forward, or you can take your hands up overhead. Breathe here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles, rock forward, plant your hands back to your high push up to low push up, upward dog, downward facing dog. Here, bring your feet together and forward right leg to the sky. You can bend your right knee and come on into your half pigeon. Take your time. You can set up this variation of half pigeon. You can set up the variation on your back. Feel your breath. When you're ready, lengthen and fold forward. Letting your head rest on your mat, maybe on a prop or on your hands. Take a big inhale. And a long exhale. Again, noticing if there's resistance, notice it, acknowledge it. You don't have to get stuck in that place of resistance, of what's not working the way you want it to. Instead, feel what is working. You're here. Right? You're here. You're on your mat. This is working. This practice is working for you. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And set your hands under your shoulders. Come on back to your downward facing dog. Whatever works for you as you come out of your half pigeon on this side. And now set it up on the other side. Left leg high, you can bend that left knee. You can come right into your half pigeon on this side, or maybe you flip your dog first. Feel it out. And so take full advantage of the time to lengthen through your back leg, lengthen and deepen your breath. Let your shoulders soften. Notice that there's tension in your face or in your jaw. Letting your head rest. In this variation, just adding a prop under your head if it doesn't come to your mat. If you're in the variation on your back, really feeling, same thing, your head, your spine resting on the ground. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. You don't have to ignore the resistance. But when you show up on your mat and you move through this practice, you are doing something to shift the resistance. You're doing something to change the way things are. You're cultivating, on the one hand, you're cultivating change within yourself, but on the other hand, it's coming back into balance, coming back into your natural state of being, where there is ease and there is joy. We just have to bring our attention to it, instead of letting other people pull our attention in different directions. And absolutely, it's challenging and it takes effort. That's why we're here. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Set your hands under your shoulders. Come on back to your downward dog. You can add in some movement and then bringing your knees to your mat. When you're ready, sit back over your heels, lie down on your back. Drawing your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze. And we'll set up for one bridge or wheel. I can't practice without a bridge or a wheel, so go ahead, come on up. A bridge, a wheel, maybe you lie on your back. Lift your heart, open your heart, take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Let your heart be lifted. Let your heart soften and open. Take one more deep breath in here. And nice and easy, come on down. Come onto your back, soles of your feet together, knees to the sides for Supta Baddha Konasana. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Moving right into Shavasana here. You can add in a twist. You can take a little different leg variation. You can take your legs up if you like. Take a really big, deep, full breath in. And then empty out. With your fingers and toes. Bring some movement to your body and bring your knees into your chest. Rolling to one side and slowly making your way to seated. Hands to your heart here. Set your gaze, lower your gaze or close your eyes. Together, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for joining me this morning. Nice to see you guys. I hope you're well. You can support these free classes by signing up for a pass online or by visiting my Patreon, which is also the Bent Yogi. Sorry, I was just scrolling through to see who's here. It's nice to see all of you guys. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And I'll see you next week. Same time, same bat channel.